Welcome back, everyone. Slightly different project for us here today. So while my truck is torn apart to work on it, I still kind of have the need to move around some materials and then marketplace items. I buy axles, take them apart, sell the parts. So I still kind of need something that's going to make that useful. So I bought the cheapest trailer I could find on marketplace, and it needs some work. So that's kind of how I picked it up. The only difference is it had sides on it all the way around. The gentleman that I bought it from used it to move a lawnmower, and he's done some repairs to it. As you can see, the floor is completely walloped, and up front they have put in some type of cover quite a while ago. And then I did some quick and dirty repairs. That was broken off, and the floor was cracking, but I think floor's beyond saving. So in the future, I'm gonna have to either redeck it or put some plywood over it. The point of this trailer is nothing more than a use all, throw axles on it, throw parts on it. And then once my truck is back together and I have the funds for a nicer trailer, this is gonna be the scrap trailer. Throw all the scrap parts on it, things I don't want, things to go to the scrap yard. So it's gonna get dented up, abused anyway, so I don't wanna make it super nice. It just needs to be legal. And at the moment, I don't have a working license plate light. The tail lights are all butchered. I kinda got a different marker light wherever they are. And then the wiring is in the most pristine shape I've ever seen. So today's project, or at least the start of this project, while I wait for the air compressor still, is going to be to rewire it. When I bought the trailer, it was pretty cheap, around $100. It cost me more to register the darn thing, so if I have to invest a little bit of money in some new lights from Harbor Freight, that's the way it's going to be. So I did pick up a new wiring harness, some marker lights, license plate lights, and I bought those markers. I'm not 100% sure why I bought them yet. I have to try to remember the reasoning for that. So today, what we're gonna do is rip off all the old and then try to run some of the new stuff. I'm not gonna paint it or anything like that. It's gonna be effectively a throwaway trailer. So once the lights are done, the other thing we gotta do is pay a little bit of attention to the wheel bearings and the tires. These tires are in perfect shape as well. And it has a little bit of a, not sure if you can hear it, but we need to give the wheel bearings a little bit of love. So let me set you guys up and we'll get going. So I do have it on jack stands at the back. And at the front here, I have it on the dolly, so nice and safe. It's not the nicest of trailer, but for what I'm going to use it for, it'll be okay. Everything's still decently solid. It's just some surface rust and grime. But so yeah, the wiring harness comes through here. I'm going to leave some of that so I can pull it through a little easier. So we're just gonna cut some of this stuff off. Kind of all over the place. Don't gotta be too careful. It's pretty simple. Comes back to here. And it's just the lights break out. So we'll keep snipping away. Interesting. And yeah, that's this side complete. Yeah, this is going pretty easy. Let me just set you guys up. There, hopefully you stay there. I understand this is the easiest part, just snipping all the wires and pull it back through. So I left the wires in the tongue there so I can use it as a fish to fish through the new ones. So let me get this opened up and get ready to pull that through. So I got the kit opened up here. It's a decently nice kit. It's got your instructions, all your colors, basically roughly where everything's gonna be, nice and simple. Yeah, not sure why they gave me wire nuts, or these guys. You know, these are pretty terrible to use, especially long term. They love to get the corrosion inside of them, and then it's just a mess. But they give you some decently nice, basically slide this onto the trailer and the wire through it, some hold down. So probably definitely gonna reuse those, you know, some hardware maybe for the grounds, but I'm not gonna use these. I'm gonna solder and heat shrink everything. I have those really nice all-in-ones. Let's see if I can't find these. They're the solder inside the heat shrink specials. I've used them quite a bit. I really do like them. I've never had issues with them. They seem to last a pretty good while. So, I mean, while the insulation is a little thin, you know, adding a secondary piece of heat shrink, you know, makes up for that pretty well. So that's the plan. Let's keep going.
Gonna use wires right there as a fish. Get any wires through. Hopefully this is enough. Go up a little bit and make sure I positive and negative. I'm going to close the 2 steps in there. What is that going to see there?
Alright, so since that didn't work out, slight change of plans. I'm going to put as much of the harness in the loom as I can. I have the loom. I've had it for quite a few years, so if it's something else that'll help protect it and make it last longer, why not do it, right? So let me get all this loomed up and then we'll try pulling it through on take 2. Alright everyone, got the first bit of harness all loomed up. I loomed just to the point where it's going to connect to the vehicle and to where it tees off, because obviously once it tees off, some of these wires will go to the right side, some will go to the left side. So put in enough to have a little bit of a pigtail up front, and then I cut my ground wire to ground it back here closer to the lights. Currently they have it grounded right here, but I cut it. But either way, it's kind of in a dangerous location as you're hooking up with the chains and everything. So try to protect a little more and put it in the back. So now that that's all loomed up, time to pull it through.
Just like that, pulled right through. I don't get it. I have no idea why that worked. But all the other hullabaloo and starting and stopping did not. So, we're gonna tape it again. Try to pull it through another time. And this time, there's probably no issues. And I just have 20 minutes of me looking like an idiot on camera.
Yeah, I know no idea. Tried pulling it through this way, did not work. Tried pulling it through that way, did not work. Cut 2 of the wires I was using to pull, pulled them through, then everything pulled through easy. So, no idea. I looked down the tube, it's just an open hollow tube. So, let's hope that it works just as easy. Come on. Be nice if wife was here to help feed this through. But yeah, look, just like that. What in the world was going on? We may never know. But yeah, I gotta pull through now, so let me do some cleanup work and I'll get back to you. So I'm gonna get going on replacing all these light fixtures. I'm getting rid of the incandescent, going the LEDs, so follow along. These are not too bad. Right here they got the thing, you pop the cover off. They're just a couple Phillips head screws in there. So I'll swap my screwdriver over and then hopefully they come right out. We might be in luck. It's spinning, but I think there's a there's none on the back, so let me get some more tools. Not very easy to get at. That's for damn sure. Let's get you guys over. Stripped. Huh. That sucks. Just beat them off with a chisel. So now I'm on the back one here and see if this one goes a little easier. Nope. Stripping again. So I'm gonna beat that one off just like the other one, but at least get this one off here. At least this one makes a little more sense. Just some studs and some nuts. I got two new ones ordered on Amazon. They should be here Saturday. So in the meantime, I get all the wires ran. This one's a little broken anyway. So we'll keep going.
Too bad. Stay out here, please. I just blasted this with some Ray. Short pink, so I'm not worried. Kind of good cheap try, not to worry about paint or matching colors and all that stuff. It just needs to be robust and purposeful, whatever you want to do. So that works. I hate smaller. Don't need to be super aggressive with it, just don't tight. Now we'll check around it. Got one here. And put this all the way. Nice around, zero.
So yeah. And then you just cap it off with the cap. Pun intended, and there we go. A new marker light. A little crooked, but definitely functional. Some dust off of it, but there we go. So now it's just that times 4, and then the wiring. All right, it's been a few minutes later, and I got all the lights on. 2 tail lights, or side rear marker lights, 2 front marker lights. I even got a new license plate light. So that's gonna wrap up the lights for today. The next step is gonna be running all the wiring. So gonna go to the park, play with the puppy for now, and in the next one we'll get working on the wiring. See you next time.